Welcome to Tecmo Tuesday. It is week number 7 of the 1977 season. We're playing as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, defending Super Bowl champions in this Tecmo-verse, as I won the Super Bowl with the 76 Bucks. We are 5-1, tied with the Bears for first place, going up against the 49ers, who are in second in the West at 3-3. That is our next game. Didn't even have to do that auto skip thing because we're the first game on the docket. So here we go. The 49ers, they're at an even 3-3. They were definitely a problem throughout the early 90s in the Colts trilogy that I did, although I didn't have to play them much, being as I was an AFC team. The late 70s 49ers, they were not quite as formidable as as what you would see later on with the upcoming 80s and 90s teams that were on their way. And holy shit, Bonus or Boness, I'll call him Boness. I think that's a little bit, or Bones, I'll call him for short. That's a pretty good nickname. He's flying around the field. Now I'm getting my ass knocked on my ass as Williams takes off. This is what happens when I come out and semi-call out the team. I mean, I wasn't really calling out this team in particular. I was just commenting on how the 70s 49ers were not nearly as accomplished as the teams in the decades that followed. Just stating a fact, and as a result of some, I guess, jinxing, was jinx-worthy, ended up giving up a touchdown to start off the game. Alright. Yeah, I want to, put my main guys in there. That's not what I wanted to do. I'll make sure that I have, yeah, I want Haggins in there. Returning the kicks. I don't really want him returning punts because, it'll just increase his likelihood of injury. Let's see if we can strike back immediately. Oh, just out of reach. Just out of reach. Alright, let's go back to the running game. They are firing in, but picked up a block, but not all of them. That one guy became a bit of a thorn in the side. Ah, shit, everybody's covered except for him. Come on, Haggins. Come on, Haggins. Nice catch. He was not all alone either. There was a bit of a, it was semi-contested. Oh shit, being a contested. That run was extremely contested. They blew up the line there. 2nd and 15. God, I knew it. I knew the bloody block. I think, that Huff's pass block or void pass block stat is low. Because he's gotten his passes blocked quite a bit. Oh, shit. That's not who I meant to throw it to. I think I hit the toggle button, like, right as I was hitting the toss button. Because of, the pressure. Alright, at least we got some points out of it. It was 3rd and 15. That would have been a tough conversion. But, I mean, I had a guy. I had him down there. Problem is, those tight, zones when you're in the red zone and there's not much field left, the defenders don't have to, they have less ground that they need to cover and worry about. I'm sticking with Bones. And it is a play fake. Oh shit, I got caught in no man's land and he makes the catch. Ugh. We are giving up some big plays in this game so far. It's mostly been the running game, though. It's been I mean, that was a nice pass play they just got, but the running game just knocked us on our ass. If we have a hard time stopping both, though, then God help us. This might be one of those games. Oh my God, I was there. I was waiting for it. It was almost like I was the receiver, and the receiver himself was trying to catch up to it. Yeah, this is one of those. I mean, it's Plunkett. He would go on to win Super Bowls. I'm glad he did because it's my team, but you know, he's kicking my ass in this one. So yeah, so far the run and pass. All right, hey, here we go, here we go. Maybe this will change some momentum, get a nice return. Gotta get a touchdown on this drive. Oh, I ran right into a brick wall. And then I shrugged off a tackler, but there was, you know, help was on the way. Alright, yeah, I needed to get him just a little bit further up to get away from the defender, and we got ourselves a first down out of it. Nice. Alright. Now we're in that same area of the field where we could not advance any further. I keep wanting to bounce these outside because those linebackers converge. They all get in the middle, and it becomes just like a big wall. I can't get past. All right. Gotta be able to trust the ground game when you get close to the goal line, especially in the 1970s. That's why running backs used to win MVP. And 1977 was the last year before the illegal contact rule, I believe it was, came into play. I know 78 was the year where, you know, it was the beginning of the end for the secondary. Trying to play defense, it changed from there, and it was like, and I'm pretty sure it was illegal contact, where that 5-yard, that window that you used to, well, it became a 5-year window. No, God, not this again. Come on, somebody get him. We just gotten, or at least they tied him up. Come on, somebody help him out. Where the hell am I? There I am. And it's that particular run, too. That run down the bottom part of the screen. It's not this time. I knew that it was the play fake because I called that run. Oh, shit. Here comes Plunkett. He's going to get a first down. Come on, fumble. So, yeah, defenses used to have a lot more cushion, a lot more leeway with, you know, giving the business to the receivers who they were covering. Until 1978, and it's, you know, started a swift change of the game. Nice block. This would be a big stop right here. We can hold him to 3. There's a blitz. They call the play. He's throwing it. Shit. All right, we got him 2 yards short. Yeah, go ahead and call that timeout. We're getting the ball back, so, you know, the more time we have, the better. Maybe I can even get a block here. He's not getting it. Oh, he got close. I didn't think he was close enough. Well, so it went through, but we're only a score down. Short kick. Come on. All right, short enough. Oh, man. Shit. All right, I have just enough time, I think, for one play to get into field goal range. Ugh. Alright, now all I have is a Hail Mary. Oh man, everybody's covered. Threw it with all that pressure in my face. And it's picked. Whatever. It was a desperation throw. It would have been nice to get the double dip, but I'm okay with stopping them for the field goal because their offense has been running all over me. Passing game, the running game, the whole fucking 9. So, you know, it's good to get the ball here. Let's try to get some points. Let's try to get a touchdown. And then figure out how to stop them. And Haggins has not been himself. I mean, he's had some decent returns, I guess, but he's almost always good to get one really good return. Or at least, like, you know, you just get the feeling like he will. But Bell here is going to get a nice fucking run for a first down. Seems like it's a smash mouth, pound the fucking ball kind of a day. And, you know, it doesn't always work out. That time it did. Alright, that's what we needed. Now let's play some D. Gotta get a turnover. That interception in the end zone at the end of the half, you know, it wasn't not an impactful turnover. That was a desperation throw at the end of the half. So aside from that, there haven't been any, like, you know, major mistakes. Just, you know, bad coverages and just breakdowns in the defense on our part in particular. Alright, so play fake. Ah, he went to Harrison. He's... Sometimes the computer makes bad decisions on who to throw to. Plunkett is going to the right guy. He's going... Especially, he seems to be avoiding who I'm covering. I don't know the AI would even bother with. Oh, I thought that might have been picked. I had a defender just, like, sitting in that spot. Well, I had a defender. There was a defender there. One of the drones. Alright, it is a split back, so I call the split back pass. And I give him that fucking run. Shit, here he is. Alright, I got a diving tackle. Not what I was expecting to have happen there. I often fuck up the dives. Just that I knew I had to dive there because he was, oh shit, he's got the first. I knew that I was about to get blocked. I saw that blocker coming, so I dove. Damn it. I was really hoping to get a stop there. Alright, let's pick up the pieces. Alright. That play, that's the fucking play. I don't want to always call it, though, because if you call runs, then the defense spies the run, and then you give up plays in the pass. Ugh, I gave up way too many. Way too much. Way too many yards. Yards. Oh, I'm blocked. I'm all held up. Fuck! Gotta hold him to 3. Gotta play good defense down here again. Ooh. I smelled it. I smelled the blood. Blitz. Man, it would have been nice to get a sack right there. But hey, we disrupted the play. One more time. Yes! You better be kicking this shit. That's 4th and short, you know? They might be going for it, but no, they're gonna kick it. Alright, so... Once again, held them to 3, so I gotta give it to the defense. They haven't been playing a perfect game at all, but it's been bend and don't break these last few drives. This coverage team is good. They are getting right on Haggins. They're fast. They're all over the place. Alright. 4th quarter. It's nut cutting time. That time, I saw that the defensive line was tied up, and I didn't expect a pass block to happen. Whenever there's a linebacker kind of sitting back there, I always feel like it's gonna be blocked. Alright, I got a little tricky-dicky there with my, direction there. Nice block. Only got 6 or so there. 5 even. But, oh shit, I might have accidentally called the pass. Alright, I got what I wanted out of it. $320. Left in regulation. Shit. Nice catch. Touchdown. Alright, first lead of the game. Great time to have it, fourth quarter, but now we've got to stop them. And the thing is, it's going to be a 4-point game. They're not kicking any field goals. They're going for the end zone, so we've got to hold them on fourth down situations. This is four down territory here for them. They're not going to be punting. Unless we, like, you know, blow up both all three plays, and it's like 4th and 30 or some shit, and there's still over 2 minutes left, then they might go for it, but then they might punt, but it's otherwise a four down territory. You know, it's like I don't want them to go for the run, because the run, like this right here, like at any point that could be a huge play. So, I mean, the small, short yardage passing, as long as we have defenders around in the area, I'm okay with, because they have to score a touchdown, but they do have plenty of time. But now, 2nd and 19 after a sack, that's exactly what we want. Oh, boy. Oh, my God, I had a guy, he was closer than the receiver was. An interception would have been absolutely fantastic. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. All right. The drones took care of it because I got blasted. All right, here it is. 4th and 11, a minute 27. He's going to... No, he's not. Yes! Turnover on downs. All right, there's a minute 13 left. There is still time. Oh, boy. There was nowhere to go. Nice, we got the first. Get out of bounds. Or not get out of bounds, but stay near the fucking out of bounds in case there's a fumble. No, that's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. No, it rolled out of bounds. Shit, they get it back. Oh my God, it's exactly what I called for not to happen. Alright, I'm going as far back as possible. Safety! Safety! Shit, he threw it up. No pick, but hey, it's not a catch. Alright, they have time for like one more play here. If it's a pass, they'll have time for one more play. Nothing doing it. Should have had that one, but doesn't matter. That was the last play of the game. We won 24-20. We had to... It was a 2-score game. We were down 14-3. And then we just held them to field goals after that. So the defense stepped up in the second half. Definitely a gut check game. One of those games. I mean, we ran for more than we passed. One of those kind of games. Ran for 103. Only threw for 81. You know, they only threw for 120, but their ground game, 213 yards. Del Williams was sick today, 138 yards. You know, it doesn't look like much on the stat sheet, but because you only ran it 5 times, you know, you're talking, like, shit, that's like 25 yards, more than 25, closer to 30 yards a carry. So, defense stepped up and kept him in check in the second half. Big win. Alright, so simulate the rest of week 7. I know it says it's week 8 on the board, but that's not what it actually is. So I'll take a look at I'll take a look at the standings as always, but I'll also look at the league leaders. I like to do that at around the quarterly and halfway mark of the season. Alright, so... Yeah, alright, so it's, weeks... That's weird. Weeks 12, 15, and... Yeah, 12 and 15, they kind of, like, cut it down a little bit. Anyway... Next week, we will be taking on the Rams, who I think are in first place. Well, I know they're in first place. They're 5-2. We're 6-1. The Bears are 6-1 as well. Let's take a look at the rest of the standings. Dolphins up top on the East at 5-2 with the Jets, Patriots, and Bills all 4-3 each. Steelers have a 2-game lead over everybody in the Central at 5-2. Raiders and Chiefs at 4-3 with the Seahawks right behind at 3-4. You got the Giants at 6-1, Cowboys 5-2. They seem to be the class of the East. And then this division, of course, we're always in the tough divisions, aren't we? At least there's always somebody breathing down our necks, or that we have to breathe down their necks. In this case, it's the Bears, and the Vikings are right behind at 5-2. And then the Rams have a comfortable 2-game lead in the West thanks to our win over the 49ers. So, let's take a look at the league leaders. Passing. Huff is 4th in rating. Definitely not going to be in terms of yards, though. No, he's 27th. Hasn't even hit the 1,000-yard mark yet. But let's see how the running game is, though. It's kind of a committee, and we don't get a lot of yards. Yeah, we're not even in the top 30. Receiving, I think it's going to be similar. Well, there's our tight end there, Nafziger. Well, that's receptions. What about yards? Yeah, he's around the middle of the pack with 339. Scoring, I don't think we have anybody that scores a lot on their own. Well, we have our kicker with a lot of extra points. He's got 8 field goals, too. 49 altogether. Yeah, we have had to settle for a decent amount of field goals. That usually gets your kicker up there in terms of points. Interceptions, we don't turn it over a lot. But Washington has 2, and so does Brown. So 4. Oh, and Wood, too. Look at that. We have 3 guys with 2 each. So 6 picks. Out of 7 games, we get an average of, almost 1 per game. Punt returns, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot here. Haggins is... I had Haggins returning punts. Maybe I must have moved him. I don't remember doing that. But he's mainly the kick return guy. And, yeah, he is absolutely... Well, he's, just over 100 yards over the next guy, which is, a pretty good margin. And I think, is he the only one with touchdowns? He's still the only one with touchdowns. He's got 2 of them. Sacks, we're not going to be... we have a couple. We definitely aren't. We had some nice blitzes in the... had a couple sacks because of the blitzes in the last one. Green is kicking ass in the punt. Well, he's only a 1.1... yard average higher than Weaver for the Seahawks. All right, and that's it. That's all of the leaders. Let's take a look at the rankings for the hell of it. We are dead last in total offense. I'm sure it's mostly the passing game. We're 27th, and running we are 19th. So, yeah, not a lot as far as our offense goes. We're second in the league in defense. Mainly our pass defense, because our run defense, dead last. That's a funny dynamic. But it's because we give up those big plays every now and again. So that's it for this week. We will move on to next week's big game against the Rams. That's going to be a tough one. Battle of a couple first-place teams. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.